In this video, I will explain backcountry skiing at Tsugaiké Kogen Ski Resort. Maybe this area, this Tsugaiké Kogen Backcountry, is the easiest in the Hakuba Valley. So this area can be recommended to beginners of backcountry skiing. This is the central parking lot at 8 a.m. This parking lot opens at 6 a.m. and as soon as the gate opens, this parking lot becomes full very quickly. You have to pay 1,000 yen because this parking lot is closest to the gondola station. Please note that this central parking lot, indicated by yellow circle, closes during the night. So if you want to sleep in the car, you have to park your car in the parking lot number 2, which is indicated by blue circle on this map. Parking lot number 2 is a little bit too far from the gondola station. It takes about 20 minutes on your ski boots to walk to the gondola station. So I recommend you to move your car from number 2 parking lot to the central parking lot at 6 a.m. The ticket booth is very crowded. This year, I was not asked to submit a climbing plan to buy a single ride gondola ticket. Maybe their policy has been changed. I'm not sure. This kind of local rule frequently changes. This is the top station of Gondola. Now I'm going to take another lift to go to the top of this ski resort. From the top of the gondola station, I'm going to take Tsuga number 2 pair lift. And please be careful that this gondola has an intermediate station. Don't get off at the intermediate station. You have to come to this top station. This is Tsuga number 2 pair lift. In this ski resort, there is no single ride lift ticket, but you can ride the lift by paying 420 yen with cash to the employee. So I rode this lift by paying the 420 yen with cash. The employee told me to bypass the automatic ticket barrier. There is a small space beside the ticket barrier, so I passed out of the ticket barrier. After getting off the Tsuga number 2 pair lift, go straight. Don't descend the slope and go straight. Traverse the slope along the path that appears to be a road that can be used as a road in summer. Go straight along this path, and at the end of this path, you can find an entry point to a Forestry road on the right hand side. The left hand side is the slope. Go straight, and this is the entry point in front of you. So here I turn right into the Forestry road. At this point, I attach climbing skins and changed my bindings to walking mode. Now I have attached climbing skins to my skis. I walk along this Forestry road. So this is the map of today's backcountry route. From the top of the gondola, I took number 2 pair lift, and from the top of the number 2 pair lift, I traversed the slope, and at the entry point, I entered the Forestry road. So in December, January, and February, ropeway is not operating, so I have to walk along the Forestry road. But in March and April, you can use ropeway to go to the top station of the ropeway. I think it takes about 1 hour to walk along the Forestry road to go to the top station of the ropeway. I'm now using the shortcut. Sometimes there is a traces outside of the Forestry road to shortcut the path. If you find such a path, I recommend you to use such a shortcut path. This on the left hand side, there is another entry point for the shortcut path. On this map, the shortcut paths are indicated by pink lines. If you climb along the shortcut paths, the inclination may be sometimes very steep. So if you are not good at climbing with climbing skins, you may avoid using the shortcut paths. You can simply walk along the Forestry road. That may be much safer. person in front of me, a skier in front of me, appears to have fallen while climbing this shortcut path. Now I have successfully returned back to the Forestry road. There are many skiers in front of me. They appear to be foreigners. This is the branching point to the Tenguppara area. Here I turn right and climb along this path. This place is a little bit steep, so it may be a little bit difficult to climb with climbing skis. On this map, this location is indicated as Seijo University Cottage. And this wooden house in this video is Seijo University Cottage. From here, I walk along this path toward Tenguppara area. Since the amount of snowfall is not sufficient, I see many trees and bushes here, but in January and February, these trees and many of the bushes are buried under the snow, so it's much easier to walk here. Right now, I have difficulty in walking along this area due to insufficient snow. Maybe there is no difficulty in walking here, but when you ski here, it may be a little bit difficult because there are bushes and trees, and the space where you can ski is very limited. Now I'm beginning to climb the steep slope close to Tenguppara. As you can see on the topographical map, this slope is a little bit steep, so I have to climb in a zigzag manner. Today is December 28th, 2025. The weather is fine, and while I am climbing, I removed my jacket, but I sweated a lot. The inclination is becoming steeper, and I have a difficulty in making an uphill side kick turn. Today, the snow is not hard, the snow is soft, so my climbing skis grip the snow. But if the snow is icy, this steep slope may be a little bit difficult for beginners of backcountry skiing. Here, I have almost reached the Tenguppara, which is rather a flatland. So, on this place, I can take a rest. On the right hand side, there is a tent set up by skiers. Maybe they will stay here. This is the mountain in front is the Hakuba Norikura mountain. You can climb that mountain. Last spring, I climbed to the top of the Hakuba Norikura mountain. The slope close to the summit of that mountain was very icy, so I used ski crampons to climb to the top. But today, since it is already around 1 p.m., I decided that I do not climb the summit, and I started ski down from here. Now I detached climbing skis and started skiing. On this map, a purple line indicates skiing route. Probably this area may be a wide open slope in January and February, but as you can see, there are too many bushes, so it is a little bit difficult to find an area where I can ski. So I decided to use the climbing path. I descend along this climbing path to return back to Tenguppara area. This area may be called Tenguppara, which means Goblin Plateau, So this is a wide, flat area. In January and February and in spring, the bushes in front are all buried under the snow, so it is much easier to ski here, but right now I have to avoid many bushes and trees. I think it may be too early to do backcountry skiing here. It's not impossible, but I wish 2 more meters of snow will fall here. The slope I'm skiing right now is indicated by a red circle on this map. Maybe this slope is the most standard, most easy slope in this Tsugaiké Backcountry area. There are many other slopes where you can ski, but some of the slopes are very steep and for advanced skiers. This slope is recommended to all backcountry skiers. I think this is the end of the comfortable skiing slope. From here, I have to struggle through the dense bushes. From here, I have to return back to the climbing path because that is the only area where there is a space for skiers. At the bottom of the valley, there are too many bushes, so it is impossible to ski on the left-hand side in this video. I have to return back to the climbing path. I fail. This is a little bit difficult. I wish 4 more meters of snow will fall. I hit my camera by the branches, but today I'm using a very cheap GoPro Hero 2024. As you may notice, the image quality may be a little bit worse, but this camera is very small, so when hitting the branches, the damage will be smaller. When I came here last spring, I skied along the valley on the left-hand side. These valleys are buried under the snow and I was able to comfortably ski there. But right now I have to ski along this ridge, which is the climbing path that I climbed in the morning. On the right hand side, that is the Seijo University Cottage. So I almost returned back to the Forestry road. From here, I descend along this path and I can go back to the Forestry road. This is the Forestry road. Now I ski along this Forestry road. This shortcut slope was a little bit difficult. Now I returned back to the Tsugaiké Ski Resort. This is the entry point of the Forestry road. And thank you for watching. Please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel. I will upload this kind of backcountry video explaining the details of the route in English. And I think December is too early for backcountry skiing. Maybe I want to come back here in January or February. Thank you for watching.